Hello everyone, welcome back to Positron Plays Illusion of Gaia. We just escaped King Edward's castle, the basement. Oops, that is not the right button. Yeah, we just escaped the prison in King Edward's castle. Let's go see if Kara's still around. Yeah, these two lovebirds are still here. And the guard is asleep. Hey, how's it going? His nickname's Old Snorehead. Some kind of strange pig power. This will actually come into play probably towards the end of the game. Alright, let's go. Now we've got all the red jewels here, so we are basically free to go. But we need to get some food, so let's go to the cellar and get some very, very questionable food. Epic music. Large, yummy, roast leg of yak. Stored in a barrel in the basement of a castle. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. Harry's worried about our grandparents. That's probably not a good sign. I always love the overworld theme. It's so, I don't know, joyful, innocent. Oh my. No, your grandparents didn't do it. Here's someone who's ransacked our house. What is this mark on the wall? Fortunately, I skipped over that dialogue, but it's the mark of the jackal. You find out that that's the bounty hunter hired by the queen. Evil man who will stop at nothing. No, here comes Lily. The jackal is pretty much the closest thing this game has to a primary antagonist. At least one that we know about for a long time. Lily says Grandpa and Grandpa are safe. They're in Andery Village. Harris never heard of the place. Apparently there's a barrier around it. Ordinary people like you can't see it. Zing! Far too dangerous for a princess. Kara being a spoiled brat. Which Lily will consistently call her out on. It's fantastic. That hint there saying we might not be back for a long time is accurate. We are never coming back to South Cape once we leave. So anything that is left here is gone for good. So if you missed a red gem or anything, you better pick it up, otherwise you're never going to get it. Well, let's talk to Jem the Jeweler. Alright, since we collected 5, we'll get a defense power up. Pretty sweet. Let's see, what's the inventory look like? So at 8, we get a life force power up. I'm actually gonna go make a hard save here. Just before we go out into the world. I don't think there's anything particularly dangerous coming up for a while, but it has been a very long time since I've played the game. I do remember one dungeon that always used to trip me up a lot as a kid, but that's not coming for quite some time. And I'm sure anybody watching probably knows what dungeon I'm referring to. It probably got them stuck as a kid as well. Alright, off we go to Italy Village. Or not. I stand corrected. Maybe I need to talk to Lily again. Yes. From here, there will be many hardships. Lily's getting a little possessive of Will. And yeah, let's be nice. Well, we're Kara's friend. She wants to go hand in hand. I'm actually not entirely sure how much of an effect a lot of the choices have in this game. There are a few throughout. I know there's a couple of different dialogues, but a lot of them produce the same dialogues. So I'm not entirely sure if there's an overall effect. Here we are in Italy Village. Tells us to play the melody. That would require me having it equipped. Now remember that Grandma Lola and Grandpa Bill are actually from Italy Village. So this melody has some significance here. And suddenly we can see the village. Princess is getting to be a bother. My feet hurt. I'm thirsty. I can't help it. My feet hurt. Well, while those two go off, let's look around a bit. There is a red jewel in this stack of logs. The Incas who lived here were a tribe without a written language. Legends left in song. So Illusion of Gaia goes to a lot of real-world locations and deals with a lot of real-world history. Fantasized to a degree. Hey, there's Lola and Bill. Yeah, a man called the Jackal came to the house with soldiers. Grandpa panicked. I destroyed their digestion with a poisoned marsupial pie. And where Lily goes, Kara will follow. Alright, well, let's wander around the village a little bit. Look at this nice little ramp here, but we can't do anything with it just yet. Hello, folks. People come here to gather Incan gold. People rarely return. Concerning. A messenger appeared here when the ancient world was about to be destroyed. That gives us a hint about ramps, and there's a dark space here too, actually. Will's power the Psycho Dash. It can destroy obstacles. If you find a suspicious place, try to destroy it. So here we get Will's first power. Will and Freedom both have 3 special powers each, and this is the first one we get. You can smash walls and obstacles by hurling yourself against them. Charge up with the attack button and then release. Like so, once we're glowing, we do a quick dash. It does a fair amount of damage as well. But it can't really be used in a rush. Alright, let's take a big jump over here. We're hearing voices. Oh, hello. Can't live without the protection of the flower spirit. The elder apparently knew our father. Now our mother, Shira, was the only daughter of the grandparents. And she was from this village. All of Italy has a strange power. Shira's was very strong. In fact, she's the one that made the barrier. Yeah, sure, we'll go. He'll entrust us with an Incan statue handed down to the village. Key to a riddle. And there's a statue in the cave below. We must use all our skill to find it. I'm not sure Will's mother is ever mentioned again, unfortunately. Alright, let's head in here. See what we can do. This is our mystery theme. Whoops. Much like in The Legend of Zelda, you can find out sometimes where there are hidden walls by the sound they make. Also, of note is that, if I can get to happen again. Yeah, you can see here, if I change my direction quickly, Will continues to attack. I don't think, do I need to have the button held down? Yeah. Will continue to attack every time I switch directions. That never really has any use in the game as far as I know, but it is interesting. And we get the first Incan statue. Now these aren't to be confused with the Mystic statues. These are just the Incan statues. Mystic statues will be much, much harder to come by. Hey buddy, I found it. I wonder if you were put on this earth to solve the Incan riddle. Put the statue on the Larai cliff below the ruins where the spirit's breath cannot reach. The winds in the valley will lead you to the gold ship. Yeah, I understand. Said that the Moon Tribe has one more. Lily will guide us there. Moon Tribe are kind of freaky. I mentioned them when we were playing Soul Blazer because one of the enemy sprites looks like the representation of the Moon Tribe. Let's go talk to Grandma and Grandpa before we talk to Lily. Hey guys. Child with a good heart who controls dark power will set out to save the world. And at that time, a huge comet will enter Earth's orbit. Bill talks a little more of the dark power stones, explaining the extra life system a little in further detail. Not a tribe, more like a strange shadow form. Let's go or let's quit. Yeah, let's go. Kara wants to see and hear everything now. And while she's still a spoiled brat, you kind of have to appreciate that she does want to learn. But her and Lily just do not get along. Alright, let's head to the mountain where the Moon Tribe lives. Not very far from here. Good evening, out for a stroll? Up, up, this body is lighter than air. What are you? Cotton Candy's relative? A birdman or an old man's ghost? Let's go with Cotton Candy. No matter what you pick there, it's always the same. We're the Moon Tribe, also known as Shadows. Yeah, here they are. So these are, remember those ghost sprites from Soul Blazer. But this is the Moon Tribe. Comet is a vehicle of destruction whose evil light has changed all creatures. Remnant of a weapon from a terrible battle long ago. Now, the Comet actually, I'm not sure if it's in the manual or elsewhere, is actually referenced as being used as a weapon in the Blazer Wars, referencing Soul Blazer. Comet comes once every 800 years, and this is the 4th time. One of the Moon Tribe has been kidnapped. Maybe someone's chasing you, and he laughs. Yeah, this one's very strange. No matter what you say there, he says the same thing, but he doesn't make a whole lot of sense. They were changed by being bathed in the light only once. They saw the destruction of the Incan Empire. Yeah, there's something about the dialogue being, I'm not sure how much is just weird translation, but the way that they're very cryptic and it's kind of creepy. Creepy as you get for a 16-bit game. This is the final shape of those touched by the comet's light. They are horrible creatures whose hearts are filled with hatred and destruction. Destroy them all within 20 seconds. Alright, so we don't have a lot of time here. Oh, that was the wrong button. I really gotta switch that. Alright, so we have these horrible worm creatures here. The time limit is actually a little strict, but we should be okay. You just don't really want to let one get away from you like I just did. Oh man, yeah, it's actually pretty strict. So let's try that again. I believe if we leave and go back, we can. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, there you go. Getting that ricochet helps quite a bit, actually. There we go. That was pretty solid. And now we can get the statue, which we have both of now. Not yet. I know you're lying. Oh, we're going to the Incan ruins whether I like it or not. Well, we'll take the journey there anyway, but then we'll continue next time. And when we do, we'll enter the first major dungeon of the game. Well, it gives us a little backstory on the Incan legend. No records of the Incan gold ship. And of course, Kara followed us. Oh, Grandma Lola. I suppose that's admirable. Well, those two are gonna have girl talk. Let's head in here. And this will be the Laterai Cliff. Again, the first major dungeon of the game, and we'll continue that next time. See you then.